Hi guys, GB News host Patrick Christie had a mini meltdown over comments a Labour councillor made in a video she posted on social media. First, the right-winger tried to suggest that the Labour Party used to represent the working class, and somehow this video clip he shows undermines that. Now, it can be debated whether Keir Starmer's current Labour Party supports policies that help working class people, but this segment has nothing to do with that. GB News is of course attempting to help out the Tories when the choice is Labour versus the Conservatives. I think most people understand that, but Patrick here attempts to misrepresent what a Labour councillor is saying and doing. Have a listen.
Well, Labour used to be the party of the working class, but now they are the party of illegal immigrants, it appears. Labour have refused to sack a councillor who filmed herself essentially offering her services to help illegal immigrants stay in Britain. Check this out.
Hi listeners, Iram Ali here, immigration solicitor. Are you in the UK without a valid visa? Are you illegal or have you overstayed your visa? Do not fear, Iram Ali is here to help you regularise your visa in the UK and submit an application to the Home Office based on your human rights. It is extremely important to make sure you become legal in the UK. There is an extremely hostile environment for overstayers here. So you must make sure that you can submit an application to the Home Office, become legal and be en route to indefinite leave to remain. So contact me, let's have that conversation and work out what needs to be done to get your stay here in the UK.
She should make another video. There is an incredibly hostile environment for people who've illegally broken into someone's house and want to stay there forever. Hire me.
I didn't know there were cases of people breaking into people's houses and wanting to stay there forever. But if there are squatters' rights, I don't know if that's still the case in Britain, but if there are squatters' rights and they're part of the government is not removing those rights, then surely whether you like it or not, lawyers can represent those those people. But did he not actually listen to the video clip? Because what did she say? She said, if you're here illegally, if you have overstayed your visa, if you have some sort of problem, I'm here to make it legal. She's not saying people who are in the country illegally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide you, or I'm going to exploit you, or I'm going to do something. No, she's saying here, I'm going to make it legal for you to stay here. I'm going to try. It's not her decision. It's the Home Office that will decide. Why is this so difficult to understand? Is this guy really that thick? He's actually listened. I presume he listened to the clip. He's responding to it. But it seems he didn't listen properly to the clip. She said, I'm going to help you stay here legally. We're going to put in an application to the Home Office. Once again, it will be the Home Office that decides, not this lawyer, not the Labour Party, not the public. It will be the Home Office. Like, somebody could have been people trafficked and they don't know their rights. They don't speak English. They don't understand the law. So what she said is, if perhaps you have been people trafficked, what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you make an application to stay if you want to stay. But once again, it's not her that decides. It's the Home Office.
Me as your solicitor, and I will help you. Now, the one good thing about that video for me is this, right? Which is that it should make it very easy to deport people. We can just check to see who's replied saying that they need her services and bingo, get the plane ready on the runway. But
it doesn't work like that. Really, I think he's pretending to be stupid because the audience is stupid. She's putting in applications to the Home Office for people to stay. Why would the Home Office collect these applications, check the names and deport the people? That would be illegal. This whole thing is, well, we need to crack down on illegality. That's what the GB News host seems to be presenting. And he wants the UK government to act illegally. Okay.
This shows the attitude of the Labour Party. Do they want to help illegals stay in Britain?
It's not about helping illegals. It's about making them legal. It's not about helping them stay. In some cases, it is about helping people stay. Because I imagine people come forward, they present their case to her, she analyzes the case, and she decides whether to go with that case, help them put in an application. Because I imagine people will come to her and she says, no, I'm not touching this with a barge pole, because I think you have broken the rules, and I can't take on this case. Maybe there isn't a legal leg to stand on. This isn't about helping illegals. This is about helping people who want to stay in the country if this Labour councillor can do that.
They arguably want more illegals to come here, given that they've opposed the illegal migration bill.
The illegal migration bill doesn't bring down illegal immigration. Does nothing like that. In the same way that leaving the European Union did not bring down immigration, did not take back control.
They've been against deporting foreign murderers, rapists and drug dealers. They've been accused.
Which is, of course, false. But this feeds into this anti-immigration, anti-Labour Party narrative.
Of helping with voter fraud by opposing voter ID. Now,
the voter ID law was not to bring down, not to deal with voter fraud. It was to help the Conservative Party at the by-election or at the general election.
If we get a Labour government, it will just be a green light, will it not? For everyone to come here illegally after we've seen that video. The fact that Labour haven't got rid of this lady as a councillor in Newcastle just shows that, in my view, they don't actually take illegal immigration seriously at all.
Why would they get rid of her? What is she doing here? She's providing legal advice to people if they want to stay in the UK. As I've said before, it's not up to her whether they stay in the country. It's up to the Home Office. She's giving people advice on what their rights are. Why do you have a problem with that? Like, if people are staying in the country after that, then your bugbear should be with Suella Braverman. But these people worship Suella Braverman. It's Suella Braverman's department that decide whether people stay or not, whether people are put on planes or not, whether the mechanism is put in place correctly to deport people. But instead you're angry with the Labour Party and you're angry with a councillor who's giving people advice on how to stay in the country legally. Not illegally, legally. Why is that so difficult to understand? I think we get back to the point of it's not about advising people, it's not about giving information. It's about turning the listeners against the Labour Party, against asylum seekers and against lawyers. These lawyers are applying the law. If you have a problem with that, take it up with Suella Braverman. But they won't. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.